need a bath now.
Sounds fab. Is your car supposed to be waiting?
Yeah, I'm on nights. I've got to be at work in half an hour.
I'll come with you then. I'm off out. Did you have a nice break, though?
I had some time to think.
Yeah, that's the problem with holidays.
Listen, Julie, if I tell you stuff, personal stuff that I want kept secret, would you go and tell Callie?
Oh, I expect so, if it was funny enough.
No, seriously. If it was about him. Me and him.
You and him?
Yeah.
What about you and him?
Well, that's what I want to talk to you about.
Well, if it was about you and him, I'd definitely tell him.
You would?
Yeah. If you went blabbing off stuff about my brother to me, I'd assume it was because you wanted me to tell him.
Yes, but if I told you I didn't?
I wouldn't believe you.
Well, why not?
Because if you want to go out with someone, you always tell the person you want to tell them not to tell them, don't you?
I never said I wanted to go out with him.
Oh, is that what you want me to tell him?
No.
Okay.
Don't you dare tell him that.
Well, what do you want me to tell him then?
Nothing. Don't tell him anything. What if I really don't want you to tell him stuff?
Don't tell me about it. Have you got any mascara?
Don't you want to know what it is?
I know what it is. All I want to know is what you want me to tell him.
I don't want you to tell him anything. I just want some advice on how to handle it.
Okay.
What do you mean you know what it is? Has he said something?
Of course not. He never says anything.
I don't want to mess things up, you know, between us.
Well, if I were you, I'd talk to him about it.
Oh, what's the point in that? He never says anything. Forget it.
Okay. You want advice? Here's some advice. If you're waiting for Mark to bring all this up, don't hold your breath. That got a bit out of hand.
Do you know when I last had sex? February.
What, not even on holiday?
No. My friend Kathy humped a chef from Truro while I rang room service about the air conditioning. Does that sound pathetic?
Yep. Just stuck it inside, yeah? It's Patrick's birthday tonight. I'm doing a barbecue. Don't be late. Remind Mark when you see him, will you? He'll have forgotten. You see, Pauline, what you don't understand, after 7 years in a monogamous relationship, I just want to, you know,
Shag lots of men.
something wrong with that.
Well, you weren't faithful to Kelvin.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't. You told me. Did I?
Yeah. Oh. Well, some people like to sit around feeling sorry for themselves when they bust up with their boyfriends. I don't.
I'm not sitting around feeling sorry for myself.
No? Have you had it out with Mark yet? No.
I'm just waiting for a good time.
Tonight will be a good time. Music, wine, candles. Scares you to death, doesn't it?
No?
And the reason it scares you to death is because deep down you know that it's totally wrong.
Why is it totally wrong?
Still, it's always tonight. Isn't it?
I appreciate this.
Oh, stay as long as you like. Your old room's all nice and filthy for you.
It's going to be a couple of days at least, I reckon, before they get the water back on and everything.
Your flat's not really flooded out, is it, Mark?
Huh?
Look, it's none of my business, but don't you think it's a bit pathetic, you hang around here like this?
What?
Well, I mean, you're not 15 years of age anymore. If you've got feelings for someone, there are more adult ways of expressing them.
My flat's flooded, OK? You don't want to put me up. I'll go to Joey's.
OK. You have it your own way. It's not easy for me, you know, being stuck in the middle.
Stuck in the middle of what?
Of you and Paulie.
There is no Paulie and me.
I mean, you know I love you both. But the fact is, you're totally and utterly wrong for each other.
What?
Well, you're completely different people. You're shy. She needs to be the centre of attention. She loves to talk. You like to listen. She likes to throw her emotions around the garden. You prefer to go off and sulk. She's intellectual, sort of, and you're more instinctive.
Instinctive?
And that's the good bit. Because the real danger for your relationship isn't the differences, but the similarities.
What similarities?
You're both Aries. Stubborn, single-minded, and aggressive.
Aggressive?
Plus, you've both got this hypocritical tendency to moralise at other people and a total inability to see anybody else's point of view. Do you think that's a good recipe for long-term stability? No. And it's always the kids that suffer when something like this goes wrong. Honestly, I love both of you. But I couldn't think of a more gross mismatch if I tried. Hope you don't mind me telling you this.
No, I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Just rang to say your little bunch of flowers has arrived.
What flowers?
They just got here now. Was a mix-up at the shop or something?
What are you talking about?
Flowers. I mean, are you really sure about this? I could lash them in the bin. She'd be none the wiser.
Someone sent Paulie some flowers.
Are you pissed?
Julie, I don't know what you're talking about.
It was you that sent them, wasn't it?
It's your day, Shay.
Howard,
Julie.
I know you think I'm stupid letting him in like that, but nothing like this has ever happened, and I didn't think... I mean, I wasn't...
Did you invite him in?
Because of the flowers.
And when you asked him to leave?
You did. It was just the way he looked at me.
Well, don't you worry, we're going to sort this out.
How? He's done nothing illegal.
He said he'd be back.
I'm just sorry that you got dragged into this.
Into what? What? What's been going on?
The guy was here before.
Here.
He left a note for Paulie.
And you never told me.
We didn't want to worry you.
Worry me? You thoughtless, stupid, selfish bastards. I'd never have let him in. You should have warned me.
We didn't think it was going anywhere.
You should have told me.
Listen, Julie, I'm sorry. Where are you going?
Ian's.
She is beautiful, isn't she?
Hello.
What are you doing here?
Well, to be honest, I'm snooping for some more information on that kid who overdosed. The press conference was a load of bollocks.
Tell him.
What?
The mother was trying to sell us the story.
You're joking.
She was asking for 20 grand.
What was the story?
Don't know exactly, we wouldn't touch it. But she was offering us photos of her son and stuff, the usual. She was a hard-nosed bitch. Had a solicitor as well, the whole deal. Paulie's on the terrace. Why don't you take a drink out to her?
She'll be back in a minute.
Oh, go on, you bastard.
What about you?
Oh, come on, Callie. In my condition, the walk could be fatal.
Would you just do it now?
It's been a nightmare putting them two together.
You're wasting your time, Frank.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, come on. Have you ever known such a dreadful mismatch in all your life? They kill each other in a year.
Maybe I'm just a big, floppy-hearted romantic.
You heard the latest bollocks? The just friends policy.
Can't last, obviously.
What I can't work out is, are they both trying to kid themselves, or just each other? Or both of those things simultaneously? What do you think?
Run that by me again.
This is Patrick's new house.
I'm amazed he can still afford it after what he's blown on drugs.
Come in. Now we're all here. You may be wondering why I've asked you all to come tonight. It's not as advertised to view my new house, which is after all nothing more than a hollow possession, an irrelevant collection of bricks and plaster. I've asked you all to come here tonight to meet the woman that I love, the woman who has changed my life forever and made me see that there is more to this existence than just taking drugs or just not taking drugs.
Are you pissed?
No, alcohol and I have taken separate roads to oblivion.
Apart from the 7 pints of Guinness on your birthday.
Yeah. Yeah, for those of you who weren't there, you missed a treat. I turned the table full of glasses over on my big brother, and I blamed him for everything that's ever gone wrong in my life. Wrongly. And here she is. Carmen, to meet me brother Joey. He runs a pub.
Yeah, it's a bar, actually, Patrick. It's Joey's bar down the Albert Dock. You may know it.
Oh, I do, yeah. It's very nice.
Yeah, if you like that sort of thing. And my sister Julie, she works on the Echo, if work is the right word. And Ian, you know, obviously, and Paulie and Callie, not from all the times that they've arrested you. Now, I know you're going to welcome the woman that I love into our family, even though she is utterly penniless and clearly a weeny bit black. Not that we're prejudiced, are we? Or snooty about people who have not inherited enormous sums of money, such as ourselves.
Patrick?
So, how did you meet?
Well,
I'm glad you asked that, Joey, because as a matter of fact, we have Mark to thank for introducing us. You see, like myself, Carmen is a former police informant and heroin addict. But now, her days as a common prostitute behind her, we hope to pick up the threads of her former life, including the little boy she had to give up. Carmen! Carmen!
You want to use someone to settle scores with us? What do you expect?
Thank you. That's Patrick. We're not speaking to the bastard.
Yeah.
You alone?
Sort of.